Zombie, shoot a zombie.
Yeah.
Hey! Shoot a police zombie.
Well, it won't let me.
Wait, one's scratching you. One's scratching you. I'm trying to shoot him. He's scratching you. Thanks, Shabby!
I'm down.
Oh, you're dead. Leon,
Let's
you're
say you
dead.
guys wanted to play it.
Okay, you heal up. Got healed. You see like this. Oh, you're here. Oh, you're behind you. There's some behind you. Sounds like your friend. No, what? And go down there with your teammates. I don't know about those zombies. And there's one over there. So,
I mean, I guess if you want, you can start it now.
wait, get him! Get him, get him, get him, get him. I got a cow! Oh, I'm gonna get it back alive. No, you're not. You're dying.
Sauron's reach spreads far and northern. We must purify the towers.
Yeah? I'm back alive! Okay, now, go get some zombies and go get some butts. Go get some butts. What is that? Shoot that thing, shoot that. Gotta get to it. Gotta go over there to it and like, I think it's gonna bite you. Alright, I go to it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Zombie, 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 shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Shoot him, shoot on him. Hurry! He's attacking you. Oh no, my teammate had a face. Teammate. My teammate. Like that. Teammate.
Could have, I mean.
You could shoot when you're dead. Here. Get him. Run in. You're dying, you're dying, you're dying. You're dying. You are dying. You're dead. Oh, you're dead. One more match. Leon, you just spawned a bat? Yeah. Daddy, how can you spawn a bat? No. No, somebody did it. Yes, he did, cause that's why.
What?
Shoot that zombie! Shoot that zombie! Shoot that zombie! Shoot that dang zombie! Shoot that dang zombie! Shoot that dang zombie! Teammate! My teammate had to help me. I'm going back! Going back. Just help me. He shot him. Shot him off. Good job! Yeah. That's go down there and get one, okay? I'm so good at it. You're so good at it. But when there's someone there, he's good. I don't know what that is. Get that gun, Liam. Get that gun. Over there. Over there. Over. Game over. I found one. Zombie, shoot him, shoot him. Teammate!
Oh, okay, I heard that one already. Alright. Already did it.
You can walk like that. That's my teammate. And I won that. He got him. What? Boom, boom, bam, bam, bam.
There's no time. We can only take the most valuable. Adrian.
Sacrifice our past to fear.
The zombies are fast.
Oh there. Who are you?
Baranor, this is the ranger
My
I
teammates
was telling you about.
Liam, you have to wait
Spilled much
for
blood for
somebody
mercy.
dies and then it's my
I
turn.
don't even know your name.
He's about to die. He's about to die. He's about to
Bundle,
die.
thanks you.
Don't let him
We need
get
all
you.
warriors at the gate.
He'll get you.
Groups seek the Palantir. They will not stop until
Oh
this
man, I thought you're not gonna spawn. I
nothing
did.
safe, hidden, or otherwise. We need to tear this city apart to find it.
These are desperate times, but we will not surrender and we will not fall. We cannot.
Liam, stand there. Liam, there's one right there. Shoot him. Ow, ow, beat him. Beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him.
I must defend the gate.
Go up there and shoot.
To the gates, quickly!
Daddy, Liam died. Right
We'll
there.
not let this
Let's
city
do that
fall.
thing.
No, it's migrating house.
Palantir. It is the only way.
It's migrating house.
That's what it says.
No, can I try him, Matt?
After this one's over. Like I said, hold on just a second.
After all,
See? He's down, he's not dead.
after all the people's dead, and then now he's dead.
And now cover you.
Somebody else, he's shooting him.
That was only the beginning. There'll be more. We have to find out what we're dealing with. This way.
He's healing him.
We'll be able to see the
man.
entire lower city once
Daddy,
we get there.
the match is over. No, it's not.
Yes, it is over. You can play another one after him, Liam. Stop.
It's not much further.
The match is over. Liam, it's my turn.
Stop.
The city can take much more. I'll handle the siege pieces.
Baranor and I can manage here.
We must commandeer one of the siege pieces. Well, this should prove interesting.
Just died.
Hey, knock it off.
I want he died. Just one people died.
That takes about one turn. Start it. Let's take turns.
Shooting those explosives should subdue the
Because
beast.
that match is over.
Oh yes, it is.
Liam, you won't play no more. You can take turns. You think I'm playing?
Let's see what this thing can do. Here they come.
So you're only playing TV anyway. We're only gonna go.
destroy it. We're done here. We can't leave this siege beast for the enemy. Pity we can't take it with us. It's a formidable weapon. We must move quickly. This should help. If Minas Ithil falls, then it will only be a matter of time till they find the Palantir. I was thinking of
And then my teammate to help me. 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 I need to find something. What is that thing, Dad?
The siege beast.
more attackers. These hordes are
Is that your
endless.
friend?
Sauron's armies have grown
No,
massively.
it's not my friend.
A conventional victory against him will not be
Is it
possible.
a bad guy?
We must secure the Palantir. Another attack will surely fall. We should return to the upper city. Check on Idril and the others.
Just get him! Come there to get him! Just get him or something. Or, somebody. Give me that. Give me that one.
Jimmy, stop.
It's not enough for them to destroy us. Just wipe away our history.
At least they don't have the seeing stone. The gates are holding.
These relics were my life. Father was right. We'll salvage what we can and leave.
You have a valuable weapon. The seeing stone gives you sight over your enemy. Use it. It is too dangerous. The Palantir is poison to men. None can withstand its influence. I can't.
Men before you thought the same.
Oh no, oh no. Then more?
I will fail as they have failed. But if I'm right, we win this war.
What? What?
Then I will find my father. The
What
spirit.
is it? Is it zombies? Zombies in here? That's a full shot.
She will hold you to your boat, Ranger.
is not on. Zombies! Get him. I am trying to get him. Trying to get him. We're trying
There's a
to.
lot of trust in her.
Oh, man. I got him this time. Go! Yes! Got, okay, you got him from me. Yes, you. Yes. Yes, do that. Yes, you can. Yeah, the zombies around, right. There's zombies outside. There's right zombies outside.
Until then, we should return to Shelob.
I shot one,
And we will
but
answers.
was that a kill? No. My teammate did. I tried to kill. But if your zombies right over here. Right in here. I need two. Nope, they're not zombies in there. They're in there. They're... Oh no.
We need to see Shelob.
Shoot that one! Shoot that one! Then shoot that one! Oh man.
Visions can help us. We need the ring.
Yes, do that. I'll almost get him. Okay, let's get him. Get him. Yes, do that for me. Do that. I'll do that in your book. Because, I'm trying to get the dang zombie. Yes, please. There's some down here, dude. You see one? Coming? I don't know, dude. I didn't see him. Is there nothing up there? Is there? Is there one here? Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
One right here. Oh, that's down there. Shoot that thing down. Yeah. Please, hit them. Oh. Shoot that thing down.
Junior, stop, son.
That was so scary. Daddy, that was so scary. I just saw that shot right in there. And then that. For heck.
I can't wait to see you explode. Everyone loves an explosion. I just wish they'd recognise how much work goes into making things blow up. I hate being underappreciated.
Cool guy.
There's a zombie right there. How'd you hear me? Because my name is someone help me. Run. The zombie's right there. Behind me. No. Get better than. Go. Get that. I'm trying to. But there's zombies right here. I'm trying to do them. Hey. You better not get. I'll get them. Okay. Thank you. There's a zombie. There's a zombie right there. Okay, he's zombie. This zombie's not good. Zombie can't get that good. Yeah, they can come out. Okay, goose them. Get away from me. Get away from me, guys. I know I love you, but I you two to get away from me. Please. Stay the heck away from me. Stay. Stay the heck away from me.
Junior, stop.
I'm trying to leave, but...
Somebody pissing on the floor.
Okay. Yep, you got it. You're going down there? No, you're not.
That's not right.
How are you over there, dude? Hey, you know the room? Oh, hold on. Ah, that's okay.
The red arrow is one of Gondor's most treasured symbols. Though few know just what it symbolizes. When our need is dire, we can present the arrow to the men of Rohan, and they are bound by ancient pact to ride to our aid. We should have used it in the early days of the siege, but the orcs encircled us so quickly, and Rohan is too far away.
5 days. Someone help me?
I wonder whether Rohan would honor this arrow if they saw it.
Difficult to say. Men have short memories, and shorter still in a crisis.
Tremble before me!
Gosh dang it. I have to walk. Can I really have to walk? Where are you at? Where my teammates are going?
See that coming, eh?
Junior, no, they're reviving you. Buddy, will you please just play?
dude. Hey, get out. You have to get out of here. No, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Where? They're not by my back. But where are you, good? Friend? Well, one of my teammates are dying. Are they? If I really gonna have to shoot some zombies all by myself, dude. I'm out of ammo? Dude. I can't attack them without ammo.
You will
Revive me again. Dad, are they gonna revive me again, Dad?
You better hope so. You gotta quit going down, bud.
Okay, Daddy, I can get them out walking like this. Daddy, I can walk about down. No. It's about to revive me again. What? It's gonna revive me. I hope so. It better revive me. Run.
If they make it through the round, you'll just spawn again the next round.
No, it's too...
It's plundered over here!
Daddy, we just did!
They made it through the round. That's what I just said. If you make it through the round, you will revive.
Where's the round?
Whatever, man. Just play the
Orcs
match.
are obsessed with rings, more so than coins or jewelry of equal value. They snatch them from prisoners immediately. And what happens to these rings is anyone's guess. We rarely find orcs actually wearing them.
I'll get him. Hey, help me. Please help me. Someone help me. Yep. Oh yeah, you're going down.
We have the numbers. We have the strength.
The ring we
It is
Die,
only a
just
matter
die.
of
Just
time
die right now.
before Minas
Die.
Ithil falls. You can do nothing to save it.
More.
Help me.
Outsiders fall.
I need one like that. I can't let the zombies get me.
I see you, Grave Walker.
Yes, please help me.
More like Grave Robber.
No.
Ah. It's slow-mo soon. I see you. Saw it coming. You will die and
Oh wait, off that cloud!
I'll kill him myself next time he's down.
Oh. What's happening? Oh, there's zombies. There's zombies. Oh.
You look at me and see what? Huh? A vanquished foe. I look at you,
Daddy, I'm
and
slow.
I see everything.
I see what you are, and I see what you will become.
Yeah.
They lack the grace and precision of the elves, yet they persist in flinging arrows our way.
I don't mind, so long as they miss.
Oh man, there's a lot of zombies. Oh man, now I'm down again. Daddy, now he got me again.
Something just...
Hey, come back here, dude. Okay, then you... Oh yeah, help me. Yes, help me, someone! Hurry up so the zombies can't get me!
He's come back!
Auntie, I'm throwing that. Look, Auntie, I can throw on this. Auntie, I'm finding a better gun I can use. We got a banana in here.
It's my banana.
No.
So you just had a banana.
Okay, Dad. Okay, now I got healed.
Whoa, what did Mama do? Did you stay down?
Oh.
Stay down?
I have a new better, and I have a new better gun. Better gun?
Better gun?
Yeah, I got a cool gun now. Dad, when you clear some green stuff, you can get a new better gun. Listen, come get me. Come.
No, buddy, because it's just a game. There isn't no zombies.
There's zombies in this.
Yeah, but not everybody just plays zombies, guy.
Gondor has faced the Witch King before, and he's had a vendetta against Minisethor ever since. This coin depicts the victor, Aena, last king of Gondor. Generations ago, Aena led an army that routed the Witch King and sent his army fleeing to Angmar. But our victory turned hollow when our king died. The Witch King challenged Aena to single combat, and Aena rode eastward from Minas Tirith, never to be seen again. It takes a nation to defeat such evil.
I get free,
Not
she
just
gets fat.
No. Corbin don't get some.
Why can't Corbin get some?
Yeah, I was about to say. If you mash him up, he can, yes, he can have some. It's a banana. Bananas aren't hard to eat, buddy.
You just want to be mean. And you better leave my baby alone. If my baby wants a banana, he's gonna get a banana.
No.
Yeah, if he wants one, he can. If he wants a banana, he can have a banana guy.
Do you want a banana?
He's not older enough.
He's not older enough.
No.
Who says?
Me.
Well,
oh,
I
says
don't.
the one that's only 3 years older.
I don't think you're a nutritionist, there, guy.
No, he's not.
You're a baby too.
No, I am not.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you kind of are. Auntie's got a point. You kind of are.
If he's not old enough for banana, then you're not old enough for a banana.
I'm old enough for a banana.
Okay, then Corbin's old enough for a banana.
No.
Hey, babe, do you got a lighter on you? Let me see if there's a... Yeah.
Didn't even have my hand all the way off the plane. Fucking great catch out of my
Buddy, I told you gotta try to stay with them. I know it's hard sometimes, but you got to. You gotta stay with them, so if you do go down, they can get you back up. Lay down, Rose. There. All the monsters in the game. All the monsters in the game are gonna try and get you, dude. I told you, they're all gonna try and get you. It's zombies. There are no friends in zombies. Sometimes your teammates. Yeah, well, probably some kind of zombie.
Twice.
Bye.
He did not finish the task the first time.
Something was on fire and trying to get me. It's a baby. Why is there a bone right here? That Auntie. Why is there a bone right there?
Bet I can outrun you.
Well, I bet was that.
And then, okay. Daddy, you hold him and then get him.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any more intel. No. Oh, wait, yeah. These two guys got intel.
closer.
Each city in Gondor administers its own justice in all but the most important cases. And in my lifetime, we've always handled legal matters in Municipal. When I was a girl, I recall my father being much occupied with mercantile disputes and other legal affairs. Then the orcs came, and matters of justice yielded to matters of slave.
I ain't seen the one that hangs out outside.
Gavin. Always seemed an odd symbol for justice.
What is justice?
Sit
If
down.
not a hammer to
Sit
beat
your
down
butt
a proud
down.
nail.
I told the zombie to sit his butt down.
Sneaking around.
Gosh, dang it! Gosh, dang it! Quit popping me! Quit popping me! I'm trying to play my game to stop! I just already died! I need to realize just stop! Just leave your butt down! Just leave your butt down! And then stop! Survive me! Survive me, please! Survive me! Everybody died.
This is the end.
Why can't my baby have banana?
So?
Whoever wants banana, Corbin's gonna have a banana.
No.
Yeah, he is.
No.
Want a banana, Corbin?
No, we did not. No. We did not.
You want to do your banana?
No, we did not have a banana.
Why not?
Because there's no.
That's why you're dying.
No. I just died already.
I told you.
I know.
Play your game.
I
Play your game.
I know no, I banana.
Don't tell me what to eat all the bananas.
No! There's just 3 bananas.
There's 4 actually. There's 4.
3.
You not know how to count?
1, 2, 3.
He would not answer.
Oh, there's another one.
Look
1, 2, 3,
deeper,
4. 1, 2, 3,
I'm not the
4.
master somewhere. In this
Not in the middle.
sour
But you
universe.
can't not have one. Someone survive us. Someone survive me. You survived me. You survived me. You survived me. Survived me. Survived me. Yes. So we made it. He got me done.
Not the masks she wears. Remember this, Talion.
me, someone help me. Get the gun. I can't land the zombies down there. You cannot have a banana. He is too old for that. No. Too old. I am too I didn't just say that. Hi, baby. God dang it. So happy.
I'm not even talking to anyone.
But don't copy me.
I am talking to Courtney.
It's about to be Christmas Eve. And Snyder was on with me.
She don't know who Snyder is, guys.
When he comes back, he can play the black
Quit sending back up.
Oh, man. Yeah. You never see a blackout game? Hey, do you never see a blackout game?
No.
You never seen this?
No.
Did I just put or not, Ben?
No, you didn't have that, but good try.
I get my name right now. Oh yeah. And now we're trying to get some zombies. We're trying to get some, okay? If they get you all the way, just for the 3 months. You're not gonna win, Liam. They might just die 4 times.
No beast can be controlled, and you're no different. All it takes is pain and fear. Booth.
That must have hurt.
You are prey!
You better not chop your lamb too. No. When I die, my teammate's gonna help me. When you die, they're lining you. They're biting you. Go upstairs. Wait, but I found the gun. You need that gun, man. You need the gun. You found it. There's one shooting. No, this button. The zombie can. Here. That's a strong gun. How can you do that? What?
War banner has two roles, to direct and to inspire. In the chaos of battle, he'd say, "You won't march wrong if you keep your flag in sight." Now the orcs have cast down our banners, but Gondor's flag still inspires. Even though I see it only in my mind's eye. So long as one Gondorian lives, the white tree still stands tall.
Look at that. Good morning, Git. So I can go?
The flag of our people.
Go into
Long may it fly.
Now
Concern yourself more with the towers it's flying from.
Why do you gotta grab everything, Tim?
I did!
armed with drakes, lesser versions of the
Oh,
great
when the
dragon
snake,
used
oh,
to
when the
menace
snake goes
cities
marching in.
Even Mordor, I've seen
I don't want to hear it. You can have it after you eat.
and they are nothing like the storybooks say. They are lethal hunters of the air, rapacious and cruel, apt to torment their prey before eating it. This scale, taken from a drake carcass
Make you dinner.
found in a ground cave, gives some
We're about to
sense
eat
of
dinner,
their
bud.
size.
We'll watch your
How
show.
strong they must be to carry such weight aloft.
Scale of a drake or a full-fledged dragon?
I want to go on TV. I want to go on Netflix.
Certainly a drake.
I know
Dragons
why
take
I
measure
Okay.
of their scales.
He's making me laugh. Oh.
I'm telling you, it's not supposed to be like this.
Stop taking his toys.
I told you that earlier. Good, come on.
It's a bloody tar!
Milk the rose, go.
This is in the way.
Dude, you can chill out.
I don't want to watch no Star Wars.
Let me sit down about Star Wars, guys.
We Gondorians called Municipal home, but we cannot claim to have built it. That honor belongs to exiles from the fabled realm of Numenor beyond the Sundering Seas. Wondrous architects, they fashioned this city of marble to reflect the moonlight and glow with an inner warmth. But the city's beauty and light drew the ire of the Witch King, who has
You're not
long
allowed to watch
sought
that.
revenge on
Yeah?
No.
Yes.
No, because that's a kid's show.
No. Yeah, I know it's a kid's show.
Okay, well, you're a baby. You're not a kid.
Yes, I am a kid. I'm not a baby.
You're a baby.
No, I get bananas and food.
Okay,
The
so it's perfect.
Numenorians' knack for
No.
towers rivals the elves.
Who do
Why
you think
not?
taught them?
Because
They were
he's
but
not
precocious
old enough.
students.
Yes, he is.
No.
He's 4 months.
No. 3 months. I mean, he's 1 month.
He is 4 months.
He's 1 month. He's about to be 2, and 3, and 4, and 5,
Okay, you can count.
and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, really? He's about to be 10.
Yes.
No, he's just turned 4.
No. And then he's about to be 5. He's about to be 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm allowed to watch this. So this is a kid's show. This is a girl movie too.
I wonder if the elves have mundane objects as we do, for even their common containers and vessels seem uncommonly fine. This artifact was once part of a table setting given as a gift centuries ago. The other parts were broken when one of Mordor's many ground trainers knocked them off a shelf.
No, you're
How I wish my predecessors had saved the
No,
broken
because you're
shards.
a
That's a
baby.
puzzle I'd like to reassemble. Elven things deserve
Stop,
to
don't move that.
last.
You'll fall off the bed.
Need to listen, dude.
What sort of feast do the elves have?
Stately affairs, not as raucous as orcs or men.
Yep, hang on just a second. I was on fire. Help me, Ricky Bobby. Help me, Tom Cruise.
reported to be the creation of hobbits, of sort of half.
It's a hobbit pipe. A hobbit. It's a hobbit. A hobbit. A hobbit, Junior. A hob. No, stop. Alright, alright.
A hobbit would be a welcome sort of strange. Though I don't.
Oops, I thought it was done talking.
Now all I need is some pipeweed.
Which you won't find for leagues in any direction.
Pipeweed. Oh yeah. What I'm talking about.
In the Great Hall of Minas Ithil, we didn't just safeguard the treasures of our past. We kept our present there as well. An archive of all our official correspondence with the capital. I used to file away missives from Minas Tirith after my father had read them. This was a weekly task at first, but as our surroundings grew more dangerous, scrolls like this one became more rare. I wonder whether there were promises of aid that the orcs intercepted. Plans for relief we never saw.
Mia, cry. You cry, then you come out. Cry him out. Then get out of me, hiccup.
The workings of government reduced to parchment.
Minas Ithil didn't need parchment. It needed reinforcements.
When Aenar didn't return from his confrontation with the Witch King, word of his fall spread like wildfire across Gondor. The Witch King's forces were regrouping, rapidly seizing lands once under Aenar's rule. Some regions fell so quickly that letters sent by the first ruling steward of Gondor...
Yeah, you're so cocky, dude. I don't like your attitude sometimes, son.
For generations we stored the unread letters here, destined to remain forever sealed.
I'm sorry.
Don't
yell at me.
But we keep them to honor their memory. I wonder what will become of the last few letters I sent to my father's behalf.
Is this ice?
It's frozen.
You are not tempted to read the letters?
I've been sitting this for a long time. Because Corbin doesn't get a banana. All bananas and we don't have one. Who's on this? What is her name? What is her name? Hey. What is her name? It's Anna. Anna wanted Elsa to build a snowman. Last night I was watching that video to that Fortnite guy wants to build a snowman. He said no. Like, no! And then I was watching my video on TikTok last night and on that TikTok.
those in there for you. Buddy, we know what you like, guys. We're not gonna make you eat something you don't want to eat. Or you don't like to eat, should I say. Hi, bud. What's with that? Kept doing that earlier, kept trying to do the What's going on, Rose? Seriously. Come on, go. Go. Go on. We'll get some food for you here in just a minute.
What is it?
Just chicken salad, like fried chicken, like a salad, you know, made a fresh salad, put it together.
Do you?
I'll just use this to bring you guys to us. That's really cool. Chicken salad. Oh. Oops. Might as well hit this on the way. No, we'll go back. Oh, I wonder why I keep saying that. Oh, they're fighting a Gordon. Kill it. Don't let it kill you guys. I gotta get in there and do them dishes and shut up and clean that kitchen up. Huh?
Potatoes, salad,
Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, you fuckers. Fuckers. Alright, that's it. How y'all feel about that shot? Ruh-roh. I don't like that. He's not fighting it. Blah blah blah. I don't care. Away. Fuck all the bullshit. I'm out. Ooh. Off with your head. Oh. Odie. Oh, shit, he got me. I'm gonna have to use the counter. fuckers. You give it. What you get? Elven Rage, yo. Elven Rage. Give me that artifact.
It's easy to dismiss the orcs as brutish, but that demeanor masks a cunning and cruelty.
Did you just buckle it in? Just okay.
No.
Their weapons likewise seem brutish, but
What are you doing? Hi.
One sharp blow to the head will split your skull, whether it comes from Gondorian steel or orcish pig iron.
Let me know when you're done. Let me hit a cigarette and we'll smoke this real quick. While we can.
This mace is far older.
Let's see. I mean, we could. What is that? Oh, it's a travel on yet. Okay, I can do it later. I can swing through. I'm gonna do a big circle. A big shimmercle. What? What are you doing, guy? A city bot.
Nothing's in here soft enough.
We usually find the battlefield. I doubt the orc who stole it knew of its heritage.
You didn't like that.
I don't usually introduce myself, but I want you to understand something.
He's got Crombit.
I am not your nemesis. I am a highly skilled orc who has been paid a staggering amount to
got folding
separate
Crombit.
your head from your body. Darkness consumed.
Oh, how they love the darkness.
Soon they will drown in my light.
This artifact, a chunk of moonstone, was our last acquisition before the orcs came. A scout found it still smoldering out in the fields
What?
that fell to earth from the moon overhead.
What?
I am far from superstitious,
Who you
but
smiling
even I
at?
wonder whether this bit of
Who you
fallen
smiling
moonstone is
at?
meant to serve as an ill omen for the disaster that followed.
Chunk of butt.
Might as well grab
An
that.
ill omen from the skies.
Venus Ethel was doomed long before this moonstone fell to earth.
Wait. I smell something. Get it lean.
Okay. On the way to this one. Oh, fuck it, yeah. I'm closest to this one.
Come on. You gonna get all whiny, you can go sleep.
Take that motherfucker.
What? What?
What's up, Stallion?
I don't.
Whoa.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay.
You can eat more.
Some orcs are so
If you want a
starving
banana, you can
warriors
eat
who
some more.
crave riches more than
Then don't
other
eat
orcs.
whatever you're saying you don't
Greed,
want.
not bloodlust,
But you're
no
not
less.
getting no banana if you
And
don't eat
unlike
something
most
already
other
said.
orcs, they wear jewelry such as this
Because I
ring
know
to
you
mark
like
their
everything in
status.
there.
We obtained this ring from a dead marauder, so we've no idea of its history. Though it seems new and old.
Grab the lighter.
If only we knew the marauders find
Yeah, left
treasures
it in
like
there.
this ring. There's so much we can
Mine's around here somewhere.
The Ring of Numenor. And a well-crafted one, by the standards of men.
So how's life been treating you?
Same old, same old. Been better than worse. Just getting prepared for baby time.
And when's she due?
Next month. Or, well, it's supposed to be January, but I'm thinking sometime next month.
Yeah, probably a December baby.
I'll be 3.
So have you talked to Marta lately?
I ain't talked to really nobody lately. Today's like the first day I've really been in parties with anybody. I've been playing a lot of Fallen Order.
Yeah, I haven't really seen you on, but...
Dude, been trying to find work.
Yeah, I know.
You know, just steady trying to find a 9 to 5, man. Hopefully this factory calls back. You know, there's another opening fucking in a buddy of mine fucking the factory he works at, so I'll try and get in there with him.
And Marta left the plan.
Oh, did he? I mean, ain't really anybody been playing. This shit just, I got tired of people complaining. It left a sour taste in my mouth as far as even playing fucking the game. It made it hard to play anything because of that shit. I didn't appreciate it. It was dumb. Just people getting mad about fucking the way the shape of the game was going. You know, what they were doing with gear and this and that, and it got old. Me and my buddy Box were talking about it one day because it's the general community for that game. You'd think they'd have changed some from Div 1 to Div 2, and they really didn't. People just
We share an enemy
and people want too much. Like, I'm just waiting on this next update for this next patch, and then I'll probably be playing a lot more. I just had to take a good long break before I just didn't want to play it anymore.
Yeah, I'm still playing it pretty hard. I mean, there's the only people
It's a good game. It's a good game. It's just people complain too much, man, and it just, for people like me, man, that I got turmoil in life. I don't need turmoil on my game.
Right.
You know.
Thank you, honey.
That's why I've been playing a lot of single player shit. Just shit got old, man. It seemed every game I'd go to with a co-op or a multiplayer, it was just like, there was always somebody that was just like, this is shit, and this is trash, and I was like, dude, man.
It's a video game.
Like, I'm gonna play some shit y'all can't complain about because ain't nobody else playing it. Like, that I know. Like, fuck that, I'm tired of hearing it. Oh, shit. Oh, you fuck. Get back, I'm trying to get this thing. Oh, there's a lot more of you here than I thought.
I just, like, I'm always trying to find more things to do to tweak my shit. I think I found a new thing to do.
What you got one in that bowl? Eat your right, man.
I'm not, like, doing what other people are doing, like, pure tech, pure electronics, like, I'm talking about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing that, but I'm kind of, like, expanding what I was doing before.
You gotta find what, you know, you're still passionate about the game and, you know, run with that.
Because you have to make the changes, you have to... You know. But it does kind of suck, you know. I mean, I'm not blaming anybody, but it kind of sucks when all the people you run with.
No, I get it, man. I totally get it. Like I said, it's just like, I don't know about other people. I know I needed a break, though. Shit was getting old. People complaining was getting old. It got to a point where, like, when I did play, I wasn't having fun. I wasn't enjoying myself. Just, I can only do that. I can only fake it so long, you know?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Before it's like, yeah, this isn't working right at the moment. That's like, somebody tried, who was it? Oh, my buddy Cram tried fucking bashing Division the other day, talking because I had tried to go and play Breakpoint, because Breakpoint had their first raid come out, right? Well, of course, there's fucking massive issues with it. People are getting DC'd left and right. Like, people can't stay in the raid together. You have to have 4 people in the raid at all times for the raid to function, for you to be able to progress through it. And people just keep getting DC'd. And he was like, oh, it's better than Division. I'm like, guy.
So you can still do something.
Like, I feel like you know, even when the raid was, like, not playing right, you could still make it through the raid. It seems like nobody can make it through the raid on Breakpoint right now. Not because it's that hard, or they, you know, per se don't know what to do. It's, the servers are just shit right now. You just can't, you can't do nothing. Like, you know, that's the other shit that got on my nerves, is like, I had so many people that didn't even play the game. Like, somebody would make a complaint, like, man, I don't like how this is going in Division, and then you'd have, like, a buddy of mine, like Cram, or Kits, my buddy, you know, well, you know Kits and me, oh, this, you know, this, that, and the other, like, you guys don't even fucking play the game, you can't really say shit. That's like me saying Death Stranding's garbage when I know that's not accurate. I know for a fact it's not. Is it what a lot of people thought it was going to be? No, I guarantee you it isn't. And that's their fault for not looking into the game's development. There's a reason Hideo didn't show a bunch of gameplay for that game. Because he knew people were going to be like... Because how do you showcase a bunch of the gameplay without giving shit away in the game? You can't. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't want people really knowing what the gameplay was like, because he didn't want to bore people that, you know what I'm saying, they watch just a little bit of the gameplay and not all of it. That they show, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that game is, you are like this like badass delivery guy. You're like Transporter without cars and shit. And like, there's supernatural shit at play. I don't know, I don't think it's a game for everybody. But nonetheless, dude put a lot of work into that fucking game. You can't say that game's trash. Like, I don't know if you've seen any footage for that. That shit, like the graphics and shit, dude, that game looks phenomenal at all times. It's just a lot of people don't like the fact that you walk around a lot. That's what you do. You walk around in the game, you know. Take this here, take that there, you know. It's more of a story than a game you're playing. You're basically playing a movie, you know. And you got a lot of people that don't like Snyder. I had to tell him, I'm like, see, you're having the same issue I started having with Division. I just had to stop playing the game in general, so I didn't hear anything about it. If I wasn't in parties with people that were playing it, and I wasn't watching videos with people that were playing it, I wasn't getting irritated about it. So it was like, you know what? Like, you may need to take a step back from that game. I get you really like the game, and you don't like that people are bad-mouthing the game that don't understand it. Well, you gotta... One or two things, you need to play it and not listen to what anybody else says while you're playing it. Or you just gotta get over people's opinion. You know? Because he got really bent out of shape about that game.
Which one?
Death Stranding, Snyder, yeah. People just like, he'd go on there and watch reviews about it, and then people would like call it a walking simulator or this or that, and it was pissing him off, and I'm like, well, dude, it's like, you're, no offense, but you're the one getting on YouTube and, you know, going to the videos, like, quit watching them motherfuckers. It's really easy, just don't watch them.
Yeah, see, what I do is I do go onto YouTube and I watch a single video, and I'm like, okay, I don't like the way this game looks, and I'm kind of whatever. I go based on, like, if it's
And I mean, Snyder's totally right, though. And what, you know, it bugs him that people are narrow-minded. And I agree. They're not giving the game a chance. Like, from what I've heard from a couple different people that have played through a good deal of it, there is a lot of action to the game. It's just not like, I'm playing Shadows of Mordor. 90% of this game is swordplay. Like, I'm fighting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of orcs. And where a lot of swordplay games are, like, you can't really die a lot. This one, you know, I'm getting killed by a lot of orcs. It's the style of the game, though. You know what I'm saying? It's 90% action, and there's a lot of story to it, but the majority of shit that goes on in the game is action. You know what I mean? And that's this kind of genre where that one I feel like Death Stranding's definitely a story. You know what I'm saying? Where there is gameplay, nonetheless. There is definitely gameplay there. I think the main premise wrapped around that game being a success is its story. Where, for instance, like, he was comparing Star Wars to it. Because he thinks Star Wars is a little too short, which a part of me agrees with him. I think the new Star Wars game was short. I want more. But of course I'm a fan. You know what I mean? Of course I want more. Fuck, that game probably could have been 60 hours long. I'd have probably still said the same thing. I want more. You know what I mean? If it was as good as the hours of gameplay I had already, fuck yeah, I'd want more. It's a really good game. The thing about that game is nobody's really bad-mouthing it too much. Because all around, the gameplay is there, the story's there, like, it's all around. Where Death Stranding, I think people feel like the gameplay is lacking. And it's like that, but in my opinion, I think a lot of people just didn't know what kind of game they were buying. Whereas, like, us people that bought Division, we knew what we were getting. We knew what kind of game we were buying into. We've played enough gameplay, we've seen enough gameplay for it. You know, most of us played Division 1, so we already knew kind of what we were getting into. Yeah, we knew there was going to be changes made, but we knew it was the basic premise where people that was buying into Death Stranding, probably people that pre-ordered it and didn't see any gameplay, didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't know what kind of game they were getting because there wasn't nothing out there to really show for it. All that people knew is people kept saying it's not going to be a shoot 'em up game. It's going to bring them together. It's going to be a bring them together game. That right there, I don't know what people were confused about. When I heard it's not a shoot 'em up, it's a bring them together game, I'm like, this is all about story. Like, I might as well not even give a fuck about gameplay at this point. Like, of course I'm going to want gameplay. I'm not going to literally want to sit with the controller in my hand watching it the whole time. I don't like games like that. I gotta have some interaction with it. But I get that the base of that game is story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess the cutscenes are really fucking long. Which I like that, though. If it explains a lot and it makes sense, fuck yeah. Give me a little movie inside the game I'm playing. I'll watch it. A part of me wishes they did Division like that. Like, they actually did Division to where, like, the cutscenes you have, instead of them being these little cutscenes they do that's just like, alright, this is what's going on. You gotta go fight these guys, the bad guys. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I wish they did a little, like, you know, good, you know, 30-minute scene. 40-minute scene. That would be dope for me. They don't have to do a bunch of them, but give it some depth, give it some base, you know? But, again, they focused more on gameplay and replayability than developing a story. You know what I mean? In an in-depth storyline. You know what I mean? I can't hate on them for that. They chose one or the other. Sometimes you can't have it all in a game, you know? Or the game just don't work.
Yeah, see, me, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big shooter fan. Why don't you like Call of Duty? Why don't you like this? Why don't you like... Because I don't really like shooters, but I like Division, because there's more to it than just shooting everybody.
That's what, see, I think that's what surprised my buddy Cram, because he expected me to get really into Breakpoint like I did Division when I got into Division. Because, like, when I first started playing Div 1, like a year straight probably, that's all we played. Was, I mean, here and there, like, maybe break off and play, like, something that just come out. But, like, it was steady Division the whole time. But the thing was, like, I got burnt out on Call of Duty. I still wanted to play somewhat of a shooter, but man, you just... They had just that right shit with Division when it come out. You know what I'm saying? True and granted, a lot of people got really hyped for Division 1 and ended up feeling like they got sold a totally different game. But they ended up making up for it, you know, in time. Because I know I did. I still feel like Division 2 is the Division 1 trailer. Like, the original trailer for Division 1 when they first showed it at E3. Like, Division 2 is that game. That's the game they were showing. It's just they couldn't make Division 2 happen at the time, so they gave us Division 1. Which was, like, somewhat of a different game. You know. Still a good one, but it was different.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, the thing is like, as soon as they came out with the 6-piece gear and one, I actually got disappointed because everybody became, like you said, like gods, and like, I couldn't kill nobody.
It just, well, see, there's always
so overpowered and everything.
There's always a catch-22 there, because if you make it easy for everybody to get OP, then everybody's gonna be OP. Oh, he's falling out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a, see, here's the thing, like, they did that, but then they had dumb tweaks, like, I don't know if you remember the overheal. Yeah, the overheal. And it overhealed you, and you could drop it on the ground, and it stayed there for a minute. And then they took it away. Like, well, there's no more overheal. Why? Because everyone could do it. Exactly. Everyone could do it. What? Like, it wasn't... In PvP, I didn't use it a lot. That was my PvE barrier. That was like, if I wanted to use a weaker, a squishier build, I could rely... I'd always keep myself overhealed. I would keep a little skill power on it so I could keep myself overhealed. That way, they had to chew through that overheal. Then they had to get my armor and my health bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had to get all that shit together. But that's what I mean with the community is. Dude, I hate to say this. Like, as many people out there that want the game to succeed and just keep growing and become better and better, there's a lot of people out there that, whether they want to admit it or not, they want to destroy it. They don't know how to have nothing good. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they don't know how to share anything good. Because of course the game's great when they're having a good time and they're whooping other people's asses and they're fucking them up and they're not having no problem. But as soon as they meet somebody that's as good as them and makes them struggle, you got people that just they don't do that. And, you know, for whatever reason, I'm not knocking them people. It could be life. They struggle in life. They don't want to struggle in the game. They want to be gods in the game world. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's why you got a lot of people that they have their genre. You don't got a lot of people like me that play everything, dude. I've had people like, you know, shit, Cram's done it a couple of times in the last couple months. Like, I didn't know you had that. I didn't know you played them kind of games. Like, dude. They called me Game Eater at GameStop. At my local GameStop, they called me Game Eater because I'd go through there and I was good at going in there and buying. I basically rent them because I'd go in there and buy a game and I'd beat it before the fucking game voided out and I'd go back and trade it in for something at the same price. I'd just get another, you know what I'm saying? I'd just get another game real quick, You know, when I got my original Xbox 360, dude, I didn't pay a penny. I walked in there and traded all my PSP shit for it. They're like, Jesus, like, you know. They're like, that'll be blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no. I'm like, hold on, let me, you know. Look what I have here. I'm giving all this stuff to you. What are you going to give me for it? You know. I'm a gamer. You know, I like a lot of different games. That's like Snyder kind of was like, oh, there's not enough good story game. And dude, like, I almost agreed with him before I thought about it. I'm like, dude, no, that's not accurate. There's a lot of actually good story games out there. Like, I'm playing one right now. Like, if you can get into like Lord of the Rings and I like the book. So I think that's where I kind of, before the movies, I read the book and liked the book in school. But like Shadows of War and the first one, Shadows of Mordor, dude, great games. Really good story. Gameplay is there. They're long. You can keep playing them too. It's not a game where like you beat it and there's just nothing to do. Like you really can't kill darkness.
That's a part of the reason one of the main reasons I like this is after you beat it, you can still
right, exactly. Like, I wish they'd have done something a little more like that with Star Wars, even though I could see myself playing that a little bit every day for the rest of my life. That's such a good Star Wars game, dude. Like, if you like Jedis and you've, like, at some point in your childhood even, have been like, I'd be a badass Jedi if I had all the powers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you imagined yourself. Yeah, you'll like the game. They did that game so well. And that's like, because there's a guy that does a review, and that's he says something about with games nowadays that are really good. You got a lot of the people that complain are the people that, like, it's not that they're not satisfied, they don't want it to be over and they're upset. You know what I'm saying? Inside they're upset. Like, this is fucking bullshit. That's the end of this game. I need more. You know what I mean? Like, they want. That's one of those really good games.
So you're good tonight.
I wouldn't go as far as saying like game of the year, because there's a lot of good games coming out. You know what I'm saying? Well, they'll probably plat this one in this year though. I mean, it could contend some games, but it is really good.
Yeah, just me personally is by far Division is by far my favorite game.
Oh yeah, well of course. I mean, I get that.
And I have other games, like I said, I went out and bought Destiny 2 because it was like.
See, but that's the thing too, is Destiny's its own kind of, even though they're similar, it's still its own kind of game in a way. So it's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, Division did something with gaming for me where it's like, it made a lot of other games kind of like, I would go back and try to play other shit after I played Division 1. It was like, when I actually really for real started getting bored with Div 1. It was one of those like, damn.
The only reason I get bored at times is because there's nobody to talk to.
Right, exactly. But what I'm getting at is it was like, it would get to a point where it was like, you're sitting there, everybody's off playing other shit, and it's just you, and you're sitting there, and it's like, fuck. And then you'd go and try to play something else, and then I'd be playing it, and it was like, damn. I used to think this was fun. I'm fucking bored as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hold on. Go to another game, like, fuck, this is boring too. God damn it, like. that's the shitty thing about games now, is there's very few games that give that fulfilling, like, playability like Division has, for me, and probably for you. You, like, there's a lot of games on my, you know, library that it's like, I bought them, and maybe not even beat them, you know what I'm saying, like, bought them, played them for a while, and it was like, put it down and just never picked it back up.
Lay down.
Like, there's few really good games I can say that about in my list. Like, Witcher's one of them. Witcher is a really good game. I don't know why I haven't went back to it. I just, like, that's one of those games I'm like, I keep telling myself, like, I'm gonna go back and fully play through that game. Like, I didn't do all the DLCs and shit. I played the main game because I got bored of waiting on DLCs, so I wanted to just complete the story. But that's definitely a game I will go back to. That's an adult game. Like that, The Witcher, it started on PC. It's a swordplay game, but it's a long storyline. Yeah. Geralt Rivia is a fucking bad motherfucker, bro. That dude's a G.
I had it, I played it on PS4.
What? The only problem, yeah, it was only on 4. The only complaint I had about Witcher was the fall damage. If you fell, like, if you actually fell in that game, dude, it was trash. Like, you'd trip over your fucking foot and die. Like, it would kill you. It used to piss me off. But other than that, like, the swordplay, the blocking, all that, great. Sidestepping, awesome. Like, that was a really good game. It just wasn't...
I personally didn't like it. I just didn't like it. It wasn't my game.
But see, some people like... You know, you may not even like swordplay games, but I mean... Like, you got a lot of people that don't like games like that because they're hard. They're not, like... You got a lot of people that, when they want to play a sword game, they want you to give them a sword, and they want you to make them a little stronger than everything else, and they want to just run around smacking the shit out of shit with a sword. You know what I mean? Like, that's where a lot of people were sketchy about the new Star Wars game, because they were worried because people were like, you know, they kept hearing reviews like, oh, it's Souls-like. Like, you're not just running around bashing people with your lightsaber, like, you gotta think about it. And at first people were like, oh, I don't know, man. Like, that may suck. But if you think about it, Jedis were, like, really skilled, like, knights, in a way. But just with laser swords, you know what I mean? They were really skilled in that kind of combat. Of course, they're not just running around swinging the bitch around. That's not how blade work works. You know what I mean? That's not logically how it works. It's just like this one with Shadows of War. It looks like a lot of the time people are just smacking the shit out of Square when you're watching them play. But when you get them grouped up around you, no, you can't just sit there and constantly smack Square and hope you're hitting everybody around you. You gotta, like, pick and choose who's closest, who's about to swing, who just stepped in stance like they're about to swing. You know what I mean? You gotta pay attention to all the people. It's chess. It's definitely chess. It's not checkers. Same people that made these games did the Batman. And Batman was really fucking good. I didn't think I would I've never been a big Batman fan growing up, like, as a kid. And dude, I really liked the Batman games. They were really good. Like, I've spent multiple hours on the first 2 in the combat mode thing where you can just fight waves of people. Just doing perfect counters and shit on that game. That game was so dope when it came out. I think you should open up your palette, though, dude, to... It would probably even make you appreciate Division that much more.
If I should what?
Open your palette up to other games. Like, you start... When you really do get bored with, like, playing Division because ain't nobody on, play something else, dude. Before you do burn yourself out on something you really do love, like I did. Like, I'm having to fucking find myself loving the game again. You know what I'm saying? Like... Believe me, I watch little videos in here and there trying to... Because I let people ruin... I should have just, like, quit fucking with certain people or quit playing the game earlier. But instead I dealt with people's shit. And I let them fuck the game up for me. You can't let people do that for you with games like that.
I don't do that. It's me. It's all about... Quite simple. As I just play and... See, I'm a weekend warrior, so I probably don't have as much time as you.
Yeah, see, you weren't hearing as many people complain as I was. I think that had a greater deal. I don't know. I know I'm an easier person for people to like. I don't know, vent to maybe, and I don't know how to be like, stop. Like.
See, after a while, I'm not gonna lie, I'll sit there and I'll listen and everything, but it's like, come on, if you have that much of a problem, just sign off.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The community is just so sour on that fucking game, dude. A lot of them are fucking snakes, man. I mean, fuck, I play it, I'm telling you, you know.
Like, I mean, I got a couple of games, like I said, I got Destiny 2, and I haven't even opened it yet. I got, wanted that one Transformers game, but the closest store that has it is like 30 miles away, and I'm not driving that far to go.
What one? The newest one was wait. Because I can't...
Cybertron or something like that?
I was to say, I can't remember if the newest one's like the cartoony one, or because there's one that's like cartoony looking.
Devastation or something like that?
Yep. Yep, there's that one, and then... Them used to be super dope games at first.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask.
What's up, dick face?
What's up, Snake? Hey, dude.
What are you doing?
Hey, you need to send me my cookie.
I know, bro, I did.
What are you doing? What do you mean you need me?
Well, my buddy and I are in Apex, we need you.
Okay. Alright.
Fuck you.
We need you. Please.
Snyder, he wants me to come play some Apex. Come play some Apex.
For anything.
Nah, yeah, I got you, bro. Come play some Apex.
Okay,
cool. Hold on, I gotta swap controllers. And two, I gotta make sure I save my game. Because remember, I don't... One of those games I played a little bit of and then put down, so... I gotta hurry up, run all the way here. You suck.
Listen, if you're in the middle...
No. You're, I'm literally running to the point. I'm literally running there. Like, you were watching my stream. You were watching my stream, and I was fucking, like, running through shit. Like, not attacking nothing. I'm using my elven running speed and just blowing past shit.
There's only one downfall is my buddy, like, I don't know, he can't find or his old headset broke. So...
As long as he can hear me...
As long as he can hear you?
I'm okay to an extent. Yeah, like... Well, no, like, look, you got, bro, you got people that freak the fuck out if you can't respond. If they tell you, there's guys fucking, you know, 212 north, or, you know, whatever, and you don't respond, they fucking lose their shit. With games like that, like, now, it's, I try to calm people down with that and be like, you know, I'm like, look, if they're in the party and they can hear you and they're responding, like, I know they can't tell you where people are, but as long as you can at least relay to them, and they know, and they can hear you, like, give them a break. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. They may be shy people, and they play really good without having to talk. Like, they just need to be able to hear, you know?
Well, Tim's better than me. My buddy Tim, that's why I'm going to say you for your name, Tim, as well, but my buddy Tim's better than me.
Well, I'm right here. I got to open this Palantian.
Okay, so we won't start another game.
Yeah, don't start one, because I'm literally... I swear to God, I come on, you guys are in one. I'm fucking blowing us all up when we actually get in one first game. We're all gonna die. I'll kill us all.
He does. Well, he's almost ready, Tim. Yeah.
I'm coming right now.
He just said listen to him through the headset.
Yeah, it's all, yeah, as long as you can hear me through that.
The TV, I should say.
You can hear me through the headset and shit. Like, we should be Gucci.
Perfect.
I don't need you, like... Well, you got some people that freak out and are no use on the mic, actually. You know? You get into combat, they just freak out the whole time.
Well, like, I just thought of, I could also, if you couldn't, I could ask my cousin who would play too.
Yeah, if I was doing anything else in the game super fast, I'd be like, you're gonna have to hold on a minute, like, you know. This is like, I can rush and do this. Alright, hold on.
Yeah, my buddy Tim knows my cousin, because I grew up with Tim.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about your buddy Tim. A little bit.
Right.
So.
Yep. Yeah,
I do remember.
Yeah, he lives in
I'm not.
He's been a friend of mine since like what, the 3rd grade, right? Yeah, something like that. So forever. So.
Well, that's sad.
But, yeah.
You
so
gotta
like,
have friends.
I was like, well, I can get my buddy Snake on again, maybe.
I'll play some.
I
got crypto now, so I can use crypto. Well, yeah, only thing, you can't have crypto. I get to be crypto the whole time. If you got crypto unlocked, no deal.
Snake, okay. Yeah, Snake just wants to be crypto, is all he said. That's his guy.
As long as I can be crypto. If I can be crypto, then we're cool. If not, I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm just gonna kill everybody.
I'm gonna invite you.
Us, I'm gonna kill us, I'm gonna kill the other squads. I'm gonna revive you guys, I'm gonna kill you again. I'm just gonna throw a temper tantrum. Alright, well hold on. Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Hold on just a sec. Where's it at? Oh, really? It's gonna make me leave. Oh, there it is.
So I'm guessing you're leaving the party.
No, we can stay in here.
No.
You're
He's
good.
not really the party.
I can, dude. I play Apex usually like in a party without being able to hear any of my squad mates the whole time. Like, fuck it. Why not? Alright, no, I do believe that, like, freshes it out. If it doesn't, and it doesn't save my fucking data right there, then I'm just gonna